Bam.
I am so proud of you.
I know how to do it now. It's only been 45 episodes, and I've finally got it. Finally got it. See,
Great
there
job.
it is. Everything's scrolling. Bam.
You're
See?
amazing. You are just amazing.
So they say. So they say. So they say. Welcome, everybody. It's Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Central Time. Time now for the Trey and Alexx Show. I'm Trey the Chocolate Jock.
I'm Alexx Dupree.
And see, what had happened was episode 44.
44.
Tonight, yeah, we will discuss
A lot.
a whole bunch. But what we're going to discuss tonight is you made your bed, now lie in it, ladies. And I'll discuss that a little later on.
Okay. All right.
And this comes from a conversation that I was having with, in a group chat that we have on Facebook. It's really a FaceTime group chat that all of the fellas have. You know everybody. Me, Stoney, Nell, and Quad.
And can I get invited? Can I be a invited guest 1 week? Even though I know I'm the chick, you can't have a special. I'm like a homie. I'm like a dude. I'm one of the boys.
Nah, dog. No. What's up, Thomas Carson?
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah. So it was a great conversation. I'm like, yo, I need to talk about that once we get on, because I know Alexx is going to have perhaps a similar opinion that I have.
Usually, because I'm one of the fellas.
Exactly. So shouts out to Reese. What up, Reese? Reese has Reese cups, and she comes in the office every day with Reese cups. That's a cool way of branding, because you never forget that. And who turns down Reese cups, you know? So yeah, here we go. Another week. What's going on with you?
So much.
Seattle.
So much.
So much.
So much.
All right.
First, it happened.
What happened?
It was supposed to happen on Monday. 2 of the 3 parts happened yesterday, and the last part happened today.
Oh, you move.
Not the move.
Okay.
The rower came.
Oh. Okay.
So I told you, because we've moved into the new casa and I have enough room to have a fitness studio, I had to change things up from how it used to be. I used to have enough time to just be insane and work out like 8 hours a day and whatever. But now life has changed and I've had to make some change. So how can I get the most bang for my workout bucks to feel like I got abused for 8 hours? Because I do love that feeling, but do it in a shorter amount of time. And my light bulb moment was a rower.
A rower. Okay, so like you're rowing, like I'm thinking Olympics and I'm rowing, you know. Do you have
not quite like this?
But you're something like that though, right? Nothing like that. Okay.
No, something like this. So you know how they have rowing machines in the gym?
Okay.
So gotcha. We have Batman and I have a dope rower.
Now but rowing machines, like you don't get too many. Oh yeah, I was thinking now that I've looked up the picture of what a rowing machine is, and I'll show the class in a minute. But now
pull up my rower. Pull up mine specifically.
Yours is yours the
I got the Colin Kaepernick rower.
The Colin Kaepernick rower. How about I just show us just a regular, that because we're pressing time. We have guests tonight. I'm lying. It just sounded cool to say. It just sounded.
I can tell you the name of it. It's the Ergata rower. So do we have the capabilities to do?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, we'll put it in the chat.
Just came on a whim, and you having me look up for shit and all that. So
hey,
yeah.
You talking about you got toys?
I do, but it's still like
Google ain't one of them. Okay, I got it. Yeah. But anyway, that's my rower. Yeah. Feel free on your own ergata.com and look at my dope rower. I feel so blessed.
Okay, I get that.
Can't wait to kick my own ass on the rower.
So this is what she's saying she has now.
Can you're showing the busted looking ones? You just can't Google Ergata.
That's not a busted looking one. I was just giving them an example of what a rowing machine is. But hold on, let me look up the Herb Gotti. Hold on a second.
Herb Gotti. That's what I should start calling it. ERGATTA.
Yeah, ERGATTA. Okay.
Right.
This is some rich people stuff. right
Well,
here.
we save our money for the things that we want, and we don't get our hair and nails done in order to afford them.
Do you see this now? No.
No, you
Are you
still
not
got the
seeing it?
busted dude on there.
Oh, okay. Let me take him off. Hold on. Let me take him off. Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you have me look for shit live on
That's
air.
okay. These are real human moments.
Okay. All right.
And the suspense is good. It's worth the wait.
Okay. I'm sure everybody's over there just clutching their pearls.
Drooling.
Yeah. So is this the one? Is this the one here or no?
No.
That's Irv Gotti. I mean,
That
so
is
what are we
not
doing?
the Irv Gotti.
All right, hold on.
Why are you showing these busted rowers? Thank you, baby.
All right,
And
hold
like,
on.
come on, that does not do ours justice.
Hold on, wait. This Batman. Hold on. Where
That
is
is
he?
Batman.
Yeah, he's quick to leave. Yeah, because you know I'm gonna get him.
Here.
Okay. All right.
We're both gonna be rowing.
All right. Santa Claus right there, ladies and gentlemen. You wonder where he is during the year, and there he is. All
It's in my house.
Okay. So he only pops up for like 5 seconds at a time. So he's only
He
contracted.
brings beverages.
Yes, that's his job. That's his job.
Thanks,
So yeah, I logged out of it, but y'all get it. What we're saying here. You know, I had to get out of that because I had to
So can we prepare for next week and show a picture next week
of the Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti.
The Ergotti.
Okay.
The Ergata, but yes, the Colin Kaepernick rower.
Okay. I could because see this studio here that I'm in, it also doubles as my workout room as well, since we want to show toys, but I don't have the capabilities now to do that. I think I do, but this ain't a moment here because I can show you I got a nice treadmill and a bike in here, you know. I'm gonna get to it April 1st.
Normal stuff.
Okay.
I got a trim. Come on now.
Nobody gets money to spend on an Ergotti, you know. Ergotti.
I have saved. I have not bought shoes in over a year and been in the house working from home. So we ain't buying no new clothes.
Yeah.
Just living in your stretchy pants.
Yeah. So the Ergotti, you know, this excites you, right? You just got it how many days ago?
Today, homie.
Oh,
it showed up today. 2 parts
gotcha.
of it came in 3 boxes. We did not pay the extra $100 for somebody else to put it together because this is what my man does. He got skills and tools and tool belts. But we're going to do this as soon as we are done here. We're going to put it together, open all 3 boxes and assemble.
Oh, okay. I had a joke, but it's already gone now. It's over now. Yeah, it's over. It's okay.
Something about being naked in just the tool belt.
No, it had something to do with like Tim the Tool Man Taylor. I was gonna say I don't think so, Tim. So
yeah,
see, you didn't even laugh. So a few seconds ago, maybe 45 seconds ago, when the moment was right for me to say it, it would have been an organic giggle. But
I'd
now
have been crying.
Yeah, time's passed already. So you know that's that. As far as me, I've been excited. Just been really optimistic and excited. That's all lately.
Okay, yeah, I know, but
yeah, just
did we just rub noses in the camera? I think we quasi Eskimo kissed.
Yeah, so it's been a good time. It's been a good time.
Can I be proud of one more thing that just happened? Now, I'm telling you, these things happen when you don't have a lot going on, but it's the little things in life that matter so much. I just bought for my home office a black cork board that is framed.
See, this is the shit you get excited about when you're grown. You know, you use a grown woman, and you know. Remember, you used to get excited about getting a new outfit or
car.
Yeah. Now we having excitement moments about a rower and what else?
It's like a bulletin board, but it's black and it's framed. It has like a gold frame. Like it is dope. And so I bought all these like little different color stickies and these really fancy pins. They look like crystals. And so like the push pins. And so I'm going to arrange with all of the neon colors, like the neon colors on the black background. And it's just going to look so nice in the office. And it's going to help me keep me organized as I have pieces of paper with all this stuff scribbled on. But to put it up on the bulletin board and be, oh, it's going to be, I'm so excited. I mean, I'm just really, really, really happy because we just moved 3 weeks ago. At this weekend, it'll be 4 weeks. And that's kind of like the last thing. These are the last 2 pieces before I can be like, and the house is done. And I can go do something else other than worried about the chaos.
So give me an example of something that you get excited about now that you're grown that you didn't when this was maybe 20 years ago. Something now.
Something I get excited about?
Yeah. Because you're in the early 40s, so it's not like you're old, you know what I mean? And so
I would have gotten excited about the rower 20 years ago. So that can't count.
Okay.
Knowing me, I probably would have been excited about the bulletin board. What would I get excited about now? I have no idea. You kick it off and you spark a memory for me.
I'm trying to think. Well, I just remember like just the difference between me. Like I'm cool and content with just coming home and chilling. And I think it's because of now you got streaming services now.
Oh yeah.
You know, as opposed to it 20 years ago when none of this existed. You know, you went to go get a DVD or a Blu-ray. Like, did you know anybody that ever had a Blu-ray disc player? You had one?
That's the word.
Yeah, I don't know too many people had the Blu-ray.
I couldn't see the difference. Well, first of all, I wasn't going to spend my money because I didn't think the difference was going to add to my enjoyment enough to spend them extra dollars. Plus, I already had first of all, I was on VHS. I was the last human other than Peggy, my mother, with the VHS. But after that, I had already bought a DVD player. So I can't throw money away if I got something that's perfectly good that still works.
Right.
And then I just didn't see the difference in the quality difference between Blu-ray and something. And then every single one costs more to rent and costs more to buy. Yeah, miss me with that.
Okay, so let me ask you, because I got to ask you, what year did you all stop using the VCR? If you say anything after like 2005 or 4, she's about to say.
I will say, I think I remember the last TV show that was being recorded religiously where I would set the
You got to set it. Yeah. You got to set it. I thought it was the coolest thing for you to like actually set it, and then on Thursday at 7:30 it would actually record when you programmed it.
Yeah. So I think the latest TV show that I remember setting regularly to record was Being Bobby Brown.
Okay, that was 05, 04-ish, right?
I think it was a little sooner, but whenever that was, we can fact check that. My Google, but I think that was the last regular TV show that I was recording, setting the time
2008 for me. Yeah, okay, 2008. That's a good question. I should ask that. When was the last time you used a VCR?
When did Being Bobby Brown air?
2005.
2005. First episode was June 30th, 2005. So I was still working with it.
Okay. I stopped using a VCR, 2000. Yeah.
Ask me when I got a cell phone, and ask me when I got voicemail and ask me when I got I did not get a answering machine until 2000.
An answering machine?
I was of the days that if I wasn't home, you just didn't get me. You had to call back. I didn't have a cell phone until 2006. You just didn't get me.
Really? Well, no, you had a cell phone.
I had an emergency. I had an emergency prepaid joint because I was going to the
Okay.
clubs until like 2 in the morning,
Okay.
and I was having a
Well, I
long
didn't know how you
drive
was paying
back.
for it. I just knew you had a cell phone at that
But I
time.
didn't. But I didn't talk to anybody on it.
I
That
got
was
you.
emergencies
I got
because
you.
I had like an hour drive to get to Universal to host my First
Got you.
Fridays parties and all of those things.
Yeah.
Universal City Walk in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
If the car broke down, I needed to be able to call. You know.
Yeah. Like voicemail. Cause answering machine, I never had an answering machine when I lived by myself.
So
Never
you
had
went
it. It was
straight
always
from
voicemail. Cause I had
yeah,
my
I
own,
didn't.
I'm thinking high school. I had
A
voicemail
pager.
set up in high school.
I had a
Yeah.
pager and I had that. But no, man. And I only got an answering machine when I was about to leave Detroit. I was like, I'm done with this job. It's time for the next one. So if you
Answering
send out
machine.
your stuff and then people are calling you, that's when I got the answer machine. I didn't get voicemail until 2004. And I was in Orlando. Yeah. And I had to figure out how to work it.
Yeah. I
And
think I
that's when I got my first cordless phone. I was still dragging the cord through the apartment in Detroit. I
yeah.
was at the long cord, the 100-foot cord.
I think I moved with the times. So I was the one that had the two-way pager, and then I went from the two-way pager to um the T-Mobile
The
Sidekick.
sidekick.
I never had the BlackBerry or anything like that. But like, after answering machines weren't cool anymore, because I'm the dude that would play the radio, play a song on the radio, or throw my little cassette or CD on and talk over it. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Just reaching me. Go ahead and leave your name and number at the sound of the tone. And I get back to you. Yo, I had the sexiest voice.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that. But you were single.
Yeah, I had the sexiest voicemail.
Yeah.
No, this was like high school, like 17, because we got these, me and four of my boys, or maybe two or three of us. We were in these focus groups with Reebok. And so we would take the bus downtown and they pay us like $50 for like sit there and just answer questions about shoes and all this other stuff. And they gave us a
But
pager every time they needed us to come downtown. And so, I had my pager. I remember one of the songs was Mint Condition. You don't have to hurt no more.
yeah.
I was talking over the intro too. It was funny. But anyway, so yeah, like I would move with the times of technology.
No,
You're the type that would like cut your phone off after you're done talking on it, right? Your cell phone.
yeah.
Yeah. See,
What did you do?
you keep it on. Why do you want to cut the phone off? But see, that's what old folks do.
I didn't even turn it on. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I did not use a
Sorry,
cell
baby.
phone. If I wasn't at home and you didn't, and if I was, yeah, you just didn't talk to me until you timed it out right when I was home and the phone rang.
The world seems so weird now looking back on it. I mean, we just didn't do like if we needed to call home or something, we'd hit a payphone or something. Hey, you got a quarter, and you just keep putting the quarter in there. And listen to how ancient that sounds. Listen to how old that sounds.
Yeah, and
A
for me,
payphone.
I never needed to like call. I was very self-sufficient. So it was very rare that I needed to be out and call. I didn't need anything. The only times I remember really using the payphone is when my mama did not come pick me up on time from dance class. And I'm like, where the hell is she? And I'm sitting there at the park district and
Okay.
having to go into the payphone to be like,
Yeah.
Mama, you coming to get me?
So payphones were out like what? Early 2000s, right?
Well, the last time I remember using a payphone, I got into a car accident. I was with my brother. I got into a car accident. It was just a slide through. It was raining. Slide through the red light and like beep, tap somebody. And I remember my brother saying, well, it's going to take a while for them to come. So I got it. I know what it's going to be. So it's not going to take a long time. So I remember him going to the payphone. So if I'm driving, I think it was in high school still. He went to the payphone. So we're talking like maybe 96, 95.
Okay. Late. Okay.
And he calls 911. It's like, there's been an accident. There's people dead, lying in the street, blood everywhere. You got to come quick. And, and the police are there right away. And so we didn't have to wait on the side of the street for the 3 hours waiting to do your police report.
Oh, he did a Chris Tucker. I said, "Goddamn bomb in the building."
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to rush
they
out.
Came.
Yeah.
And so that was the last payphone thing that I know.
And so, because I'm bougie like that, so I would rarely use payphones before I would use like an alcohol little thing of a jiggy and do it over the phone. But see, if not, I would have to put like my t-shirt or something over the phone. Cause of course, who knows? Think about that. People used to just pick the shit up and put, and start talking on a nasty ass phone.
But nobody died. You got a stronger immune system by just rocking with the germs back in the day, licking the blinds as a kid, getting the lead up in the paint chips and just being out there.
Yeah. And even before that, because I remember having a pager, like you had to have money to have a pager, a beeper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking about how it was back in the day, Now
I did have a pager, but I had a pager, I think, in 8th grade.
Uh-huh.
I had a pager in 8th grade. I remember my girlfriend and we
definitely before 2010. Amy, go ahead.
Yes. 8th grade was what, 92, 91, 92 for me. And
you old, but go ahead, continue.
Figured out how to basically decipher. We knew 3. We knew the letter 3. I'm sorry. The number 3 was D, E, and F. So we would write each other messages in numbers and we could decipher them like that because we remembered and memorized what letters were on what numbers.
What kind of smart.
Because you had to pay extra in the early days to have messages, to have a voicemail attached to your page. So we was like, we ain't gonna pay. We just gonna leave each other messages and tell each other things in the numbers.
I got you. Makes sense. But yeah. I'm just thinking about how. So we had VCRs, we had pay phones, we
cassette tapes,
cassettes, of course. There wasn't Uber, because I'm thinking about all the stuff that's popular now that we didn't even think about back in the day.
Now you had to get the taxi, and I did not ever take taxis because I felt like those people, the drivers, know every nook and cranny of the corner of the universe. So if somebody's trying to snatch me or do something to me, they can drive to that spot and get me. So I was like, nope, I don't take no cabs.
I remember how a lot of stuff was on the phone, like 976 numbers and
1-900s and
yeah. Good old days. All right, let's get to talking about this foolishness that's going on, because it's a whole bunch of foolishness that's going on.
Okay, tell me about it.
A whole bunch of stuff. So let's first talk about the first African American Supreme Court justice. She should be confirmed soon.
Yeah.
It was a great moment. I don't know if you saw it or not. I saw some of it. Of course, I can't play it because I've learned that there are, they're gonna take our stuff off.
We've been snatched down for that in the past.
Yeah, they're gonna mute the whole thing, and we don't want that. But anyway, I think this was a pretty cool. Cory Booker was basically like the sister, yo, keep going. We'd see that you're getting hit with all these senseless attacks. And, he would just, he shed a tear and she shed a tear. Her name, by the way, is Ketanji Brown-Jackson. And if she's confirmed,
it don't get blacker than that, does it? Ketanji Brown-Jackson. I'm like, dang, that's go ahead. I feel like there were some other Black women in the mix. And I feel like Biden was like, and we gonna roll with
That one.
with K Brown-Jackson. Probably couldn't even pronounce the name at first. With K Brown-Jackson. We rolled with that one.
Lindsay Hunter had a girl too. She was black. And I think she was his pick to, be selected, but it was just kind of interesting. I think I read something where he stormed off or something. It was, I think it was more so like he was upset that, she was, being confirmed or up there or whatever. But I think you see a lot of the races that come out when things like this occur.
You know what I thought was very sad? That I didn't know all the details, and I don't always follow all of the details, but I read somewhere that she is the first Supreme Court justice nominee, or maybe if she makes it, she will be the first on the court that was ever a public defender.
She was, from what I'm reading and hearing, she's more qualified than everybody that sits currently on the Supreme Court. She's more qualified to be. So
yeah. And wasn't she the first one to go to a public high school or something?
I saw a meme, that
not a college,
off, right? Public,
not a Catholic high school. Yeah. So it's just like this is the majority of the people in the country,
right? Exactly.
These people should be representatives of and be able to understand the lives of. And so, go on, girl, do your thing.
There you go. And then the last thing that I had, and this was really just the title of the show, ladies, you you made your bed, now lie in it. Okay, so I was having a conversation earlier today, and this was perfect. Of course, you all have heard about this Leah Thomas. Have you seen her? No. Okay, so let me show you. So she's the transgender. Again, you're a swimmer. I'm surprised you haven't. Haven't heard. So
I've been working.
So here's the deal. Now, as you can see, this is a really burly,
broad shoulders,
very broad shoulders, and she's 22 years old, transgender woman. She swims for the University of Pennsylvania. So that was like a comparison of what she ranked as a male swimmer, and she came in like 462 place.
Oh, I see where this is going.
But as a female swimmer, she's number one.
Oof.
She's number one. And so the conversation that I was having with Quaz earlier today, well, it wasn't just me. Like I said, it was a whole group of us. He was saying, and I really didn't have a position on it. I don't think it's fair, but I didn't have a really strong position on it. He was more so like, okay, yeah, we're all for women equality. Women's lib, that movement was great. And women got a lot of it. Look how far women have came. We got, well, this is me talking because I'm like, yeah, you're right. Look, we got a woman vice president. We got women CEOs. We got women who are heads of major television networks. Women have come a long way. And it seems like these days they're surpassing men. I don't really necessarily have a objection to that. If you're qualified, go ahead and get it.
Okay.
And so now when you're like, okay, let's have all these equal rights, fine. And so now here's the transgender issue. Now you're on the side of transgenders having equal rights and what is it? The bathroom issue. When I say the bathroom issue, I mean, what is it that they have their own or they can choose? What's the bathroom controversy? I don't want to be uneducated talking.
First, it's really tough to stay politically correct, and even when you mean well and you thought you knew the latest term, sometimes you fall. So I don't think it's transgenders. You just said the transgenders. I think it's
was that offensive? If so, sorry. I
think it's transgender people,
community,
transgender women, transgender men. Like you have to say the something after it.
If there's any transgender men or women, did I say it right?
I think that, yes, I think that's
that are listening. Please know that's not offensive. I wasn't trying to be offensive. You see
it's a moving target, homie. We mean well. It's a moving target.
Absolutely. So the controversy surrounding her is that
if she is a transgender woman, by the way, for the bathroom, she should be allowed to go to a women's bathroom without there being a hullabaloo or a fuss.
Right.
But now there's a move to all gender bathrooms
All gender.
or
That's
non-gendered or
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
The bathroom.
That's what I mean. That's Quaz calling me because we're talking about him. Maybe I can get him on to
further.
Let's see if I can pull this up. I don't know if
I do love checking in with Quaz.
Let's see if this happens here. Hey, Quaz, you're live, so don't say nothing incriminating that will mess me or you up in life. Okay. I'm trying to run for political office someday soon. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, listen. If you can, he's up. Can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, we're discussing that issue from earlier about the transgender woman who's the swimmer, the University of Pennsylvania swimmer, and how, the entire conversation that we were having. Go ahead and break down what you were saying earlier.
Well, my thing is, this is what they would call, how can I put this? When
can you hear him?
You talk about equality and rights. Well, America has said, laws have said that we have to accept what one person identifies themselves as. And just like women playing football, women playing baseball with men, this transgendered woman, because we have to call him a woman because she identifies herself as one, wants to compete in women's sports. You have to accept that. The fact that she's strong as an ox, can swim extremely fast, has nothing to do with the fact that she used to be a man. It has everything to do with the fact that she identifies herself as a woman. And where women are discriminating against her because they're saying she needs to compete in men's sports, well, no. That's the equality that women fought for, and that's the equality in 2022 that's going on across the board. So how can you say he needs to go back to competing with women when men said that in the 70s, in the 60s? Women need to stay in their place. Women need to only be around women. Women don't need to be in the workforce. Women don't need to be on the police force. Women don't need to be in the military. And it's like, no, anything that man can do, I can do as a woman, is what the woman's whole argument was about. The whole women's lib was about fair and equal. And now that this woman who used to be a man is winning in a sport, there's this major protest about, that's not fair. That's not equal. It is fair and it is equal. It's very fair and it's very equal. You just got to live with it. I mean, first, I think it's kind of funny because I'm like, how can you women discriminate against this transgendered man when all he's doing?
No, transgendered
woman.
Transgender woman.
I'm sorry. I want to make sure I got that right. I'm sorry. Transgender woman. How can you discriminate against this transgender woman when this woman is using the very platform and the very rights that you fought for to compete in a woman's event?
Well, I think there's one thing that probably needs to be answered, and it may quiet some of the protesting naysayers or what have you. And I think this is currently in effect in the Olympics, and they're trying to regulate it. I think it's a little. It's a little, I don't know if invasive is the right word. I'll reserve the right to think later and pick my correct word. But I think there's something in the Olympics where you're tested. And if your testosterone levels if you're a transgendered person, a woman, and they are of a certain level that is male level, then I don't know if competing amongst all women in the women category is allowed. Now, some people say I shouldn't have to be subject to giving you my estrogen levels or my testosterone levels, but I do believe that's still, while in debate, somewhere on a book, and that's like a murky little quagmire that they are trying to navigate now for some just for some structure.
Alex, it'll be interesting to see the outcome of that, seeing as how now what we're doing is we're putting the laws and rights of American people on a global scale, and then you're dealing with other countries who don't see it the same. So it'd be interesting to see how that turns out. I didn't know that, so that's interesting to hear that they're testing based upon testosterone levels, and maybe that's just because of what other countries have tried to do in the past. You mean, when it comes to the Olympics. So it'd be interesting to see the outcome of that.
Yeah, and they're working on it now because they have already admitted there's some flaw to that. There've been people that have already had the uprising is like, no and no. So I know there's some people that like, that's some bull too.
Yeah. That's definitely it. I think when I saw the interview, the interview, I had to laugh on the inside. I was just like, I can't believe that in 2022, the I guess the hatred, and the protesting, they were showing the women out front protesting. I'm just like, but we're in an era of, the air quotes, equality and, freedom of expression. And, you have Bruce Jenner on the cover of Time and, and it's like, wait a minute, wait.
Woman of the Year, too.
Yeah, I think there's two arguments though, Quaz. I think you have the people who abortion is wrong and life starts at conception, the people that are just like whatever category, they're very conservative. But I can see some women, mothers, parents saying, well, now my child was ranked wherever, and I'm trying to get them scholarships and money to pay. And this hurts their chances of being ranked, being able to get sponsorships and get scholarships and things like that. So as a parent, I could rise up and be like, all of a sudden my child was number 1 or number 10, and now she's nowhere in the ranking and she lost her scholarship.
I can see that, but then I was having a conversation, and I said, okay, let's flip that for a second. Let's say tomorrow, hypothetically speaking, a woman shows up and she can swim twice as fast as the transgendered man. Now, is anybody going to question how she can do that? Will anybody say, okay, now the playing field is level? And I guess my point with that is, in baseball, you have softball for women and you have baseball for men. So the day a woman steps up and can throw a 90-mile-per-hour fastball, will men be right in saying that woman needs to be throwing a softball and she should be throwing a baseball just because she's a woman?
Oof.
Like you can't like in that respect, for that parent to say my child was number 1, well, once again, your child may be number 2 or number 10 because of this transgendered woman, but that in itself only speaks to the skill of your child. A coach and scouts only look at what you can do. They only going to look at what the child can do. So this little girl or this teenage girl or this young woman, from elementary through college, if she's a swimmer, they're going to look at her time, not her time compared to the transgender woman. So I tend to think that could have been the fear of man in a lot of areas when it came to women and equality. I guess my point with all this is you can't fight for equality. You can't say equal level playing field, and then when and I don't want to call it a freak of nature. I definitely don't want to call it that.
But you just did.
when okay, just saying, women in their wildest dreams never thought that a man, right, would want to do something a woman would do. That was never a thing. It was like women want to do what men can do, but you never heard a man say, "Well, I'm going to do what a woman wants to do." Like back in the 70s, they were doing their whole women's lib thing, and I don't want to knock that or down that at all. I'm just saying you didn't hear men say, "Well, I'm going to do what a woman did." Well, it's 2022, and what you have is you have a transgendered woman who wants to compete with other women. And it's funny in a sense to me, because I'm like, well, there you go. In 2022, you can't debate that. You can't debate that. If you do, then what you're doing is a slap in the face to every protest, every march for equality amongst the LGBTQ, amongst women's rights. It's like you can't throw that out of the equation.
No, wait. It's not just LGBTQ. What is it, Alex?
I don't want, hey, man.
No, Alex knows it. It's like 17 of them. Go ahead.
It is, and I do not know if I still remember. I think even though it is more than LGBTQIA plus now, even though it is more than that, I think that one is still okay to say. But it's before you get to the
you quizzed me. It was like 15.
I know, and then I forgot, and so it's like LGBTQQIAA.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like we got a couple repeats.
I didn't want to say that at all. I didn't want to say that. That's not the thing I wanted to say. I wanted to keep it.
We try so hard. We really mean the best.
He was referring to Dave Chappelle for those.
Right. Dave Chappelle.
The views and opinions expressed on this show by the callers.
But I think we're still safe, and I think we're still considered woke and still up to speed if we do LGBTQIA plus.
I want to make sure that I'm posing it right. Transgendered woman.
Yes, I was going to say we need an ED on that.
Okay, got it. Because while you were talking, I'm like, okay, because I don't want to offend nobody. I don't. Offend nobody.
Yeah.
Transgendered.
All right. Well, Quaz, we appreciate you for stopping by the show. Thank you. As you see, I got my sound effects there. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Coming live from Portland, Oregon.
There you go. He's out there being a trucker. Yeah, he's a truck driver now. He's out there.
Come up. You're like a couple of hours from me. I'm in Seattle. Come on up, swing my way. You got to see my new crib and my rower. You got to see my rower.
Seattle yesterday. Just came through there
yesterday. The great Northwest, man. Ain't too many black folks down.
Next time, homie, next time.
Weed is legal there. So I'm just throwing that out there to anybody.
Indulge, but,
that's what I say, man.
Smoke for me.
Get the hell out of my phone, man. Have a great one. Big Quaz, ladies and gentlemen.
Later, Alex. Good talking with you.
Big Quaz.
Bye, darling. He's fun. He's always been fun.
Here's the deal, though. He was the guinea pig on the phone. So, that worked great. If anybody wants to give us a call, that works.
Our phone works. We paid the bill.
You got something? If not, we can, go ahead and close him out. What you got?
I did, and if I can't get my phone open, in the next 10 seconds. I do want to say something. I was scrolling through, I think, the Facebook Watch, because I was trying to see, is there a new Red Table Talk out?
Wait. By the way, you can find yourself getting caught in like Facebook Watch and TikTok and Reels for like hours.
Yeah.
All you got one, just get your attention. You just scrolling, and it don't work. It don't help that it works like a loop. So it's looping all the videos. You can get lost.
Don't have Prince live in concert 1986 Darling Nikki live show up, and it's just like, I'm done. You click on one and
I found a Cosby Show group, and they play all the episodes of the Cosby Show. So I could sit there and watch like the whole season. I didn't sit there for hours and just watch episode. I knew what was going to happen. I knew what they were going to say. It's like I had right there, but I like to watch it anyway.
You're saying it with them.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just love me for me.
Justine.
because I'm your son. But what I scrolled.
No, go ahead.
I scrolled across, and apparently I'm late because I think he posted it in November. That was the worldwide release, but sister been busy. Okay. Billy Porter. Do you know who he is?
And he like the gay guy from like New Year's Eve. He wears like those long coats and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so he is fashion, and he is on the television show Pose, and I do believe he's been nominated for all of the awards that you can be nominated for when you do a TV show. But
Okay.
I think he's been on Broadway and some things like that. Well, Billy Porter apparently dropped this video called Children
Okay.
in November. And I watched that sucker like 3 times. I'm like, okay, Billy Porter, because he is an actor and doing things here. But that music video was like the most fire music video I have seen in years. I don't need Kanye interrupting to say, but Beyonce had one of the best music videos of all times. But even the beat, it's like, who made the beats and who made the...
Does that give me an opportunity to do this?
Sure, but yeah. Put it on your radar. And I don't know if we could play because we could yank down, but Billy Porter, Children. It is so dope.
Absolutely not. I care less. I have no interest. But if you want to jam and rock out to it, Billy Porter, okay.
Why can't you just see? You don't even have to do it here, but what is it in your life to go on and Google that and just see what the beat is and if it's jamming and see what he's doing and what he's giving in the video?
The guy doesn't interest me at all. He doesn't spark my attention, or like I don't think I have any.
It's fun. It's a fun video, and he's talking about we got to tell these children.
Let me just say this. I can count how many times you've did your fingernail, your fingers, and did the snap thing within like the past 2 minutes.
Because he's doing it in the video.
That further lets me know I have no interest in anything Billy Porter has to do with it. All the snapping and stuff you're doing, I'm good.
You just can't watch it and add it to your repertoire of information of the pop culture that is happening around you. That's all I got, because that's the one that hit me hard.
Okay. Well,
talking to the youngins.
I'm good on the Billy Porter side. I'm straight. And not that you said he's into fashion and snapping fingers and all that. I'm not a fashion dude, and I don't snap my fingers.
I'm just saying the vibe and the energy in that video is everything right now.
Okay.
It's everything.
Okay.
I've had enough of you selling drugs and you slanging. Like, I've heard that over and over. This is a new kind of energy and vibe, and it just was, it's the right time for something celebratory in the way that it was. It was good. It was good. And I'm not selling it enough for you to be curious.
I think I was really sensitive on how I felt about the situation from the start. If you want to keep going with more fluff, then I'm with you.
Now, well, we're not, he still ain't seen Black Panther. So please don't go the route of him. But check out the video. It's just fun. It's live.
I'm gonna watch Black Panther. Okay. I don't believe you. I'm gonna watch it. I started watching it, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen enough to say I saw a little of it. Now that I've seen it, I've seen just enough to say I've seen a little of it. So if somebody says, go ahead and ask me, have you seen Black Panther? Go ahead.
No, because you're gonna lie to my face right now. You've already set it up.
Right,
have you seen Black Panther?
I've seen just a little bit.
How much is a little?
I've seen like bits and pieces of it. I saw the beginning and
give me time. Put all your bits and pieces together. How many minutes?
30 minutes.
You lying liar. Your nose is growing.
Here's the thing.
Liar.
Here's the thing. I've seen the same parts over and over again, though.
How do you even do that?
It's like my body has like a weird alarm that goes off when a certain part comes on, and then I go to sleep, then I wake back up, and then I pick back up from the same part that I left back off from the last time. So I can't explain it,
Can you just watch the movie?
I'm going to watch the movie. I promise you. This is what? March 24th, 3rd? I will
23rd.
watch the movie by June 1st. And I promise, you heard it right here, episode 44.
Don't have me snip off a corner of your black card.
Where's my boy Nelson? Where's my boy
card.
Nelson? I need to talk to the homies tonight. I need to talk to my boy Nelson. Nelson, give me a call, man, so I can put you on.
I can rub off you know how when you had your credit card, it used to have like the gold on the numbers, and then you use it enough time, and now the gold is the same color as the rest of the plastic. So I'm rubbing off the shine off your numbers on your black card. You got to flick it in the light for the numbers to catch the light for you to type in the numbers when you're buying something online.
Now, you know, there's a meme that goes around that has like how many points you would get if you've seen like a certain black movie or something like that. Is that something right there? All right,
and guess what? I'm black AF. I'm darker than you.
Yeah.
I'm this color black, according to all of those.
I give you that. Nell 7, what's going on? How's it going, man? We had Big Quaz on. Quaz is more so like the intellect of the group. Nell is the exact opposite. So how's it going? how's it good?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. You all good? But you got any opinions on any of this tonight, sir?
I don't want to get down. You know, I still don't know all the rules.
No,
yeah, online stuff.
I tell you, everything you tell us, don't say that. So basically,
you know, this will be one of them Russell Simmons moments. Then, you know, God bless you. Good.
Oh man, I figure we just cap it off with Nell 7, man, because ain't nothing else better to do. We about to close it out. So, man, any parting words for the night, brother? Any parting words?
Y'all did a good job. But she said quagmire.
Hey, I gotta let my mama know the money she spent out of her pocket working more than one job to get me that degree. It did not go to waste. So
that's a real word. That's a real word.
Yes.
Oh, I never knew that was a real word.
Is the smartest person I know. I swear to God, I love listening to her talk.
Yeah.
Because every time, you know me, I could pick something.
Yeah.
Out of what she said. It's just funny as hell.
Like quagmire. I never knew that was a word, like a real word. What does that mean?
Quagmire, the best way I can explain is like, think of quicksand. So you're just in muddy and you can't get out of it and you're kind of stuck and you're being sucked back in the more you try to get out.
I'm in a quagmire?
You have been in many a quagmire.
I'm thinking of the episode.
He was trying to hit Meg. Yeah. All right. Let's get the hell out of here. Go ahead. You trying to get Meg. We need to end the show every week with Nell. With now a word from Nell.
Yeah, like what was the word you never heard before? What word did you learn from Alex this week?
Right. Because you come up with them. You definitely come up with them.
I'm proud of my vocabulary.
All right, man. Well, thank y'all for tuning in to us. This is episode 44, Down the Drain. Shouts out to Ramonski Love. Down the drain like liquid plumber. Blue.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, man. All right. Thank y'all so very much for checking us out. I'm Trey the Chocolate Jock.
I'm Alex Dupree.
Y'all have a great week. See y'all next week.